Imagine a world where a computer, not a human, decides whether you live or die. It sounds like the plot of a dystopian thriller, but this scenario is rapidly becoming more plausible as technology advances. This isn't just the stuff of horror fiction, it's a future that could arrive sooner than we think. As artificial intelligence becomes more sophisticated, it's being trusted with decisions that were once the sole domain of people. On the battlefield, drones powered by AI can already identify and strike targets with minimal human oversight. In our cities, self-driving cars must instantly choose how to respond in life-threatening situations. In hospitals, surgeons increasingly rely on AI to monitor patients and guide critical procedures. But these examples are just the beginning. We're only scratching the surface of what's possible and what's at stake. In the near future, AI systems could be responsible for triaging patients in overwhelmed emergency rooms, deciding who gets immediate care and who must wait. They could guide lethal autonomous weapons, making split-second choices about life and death on the battlefield. AI might even be tasked with allocating scarce resources, like determining which patients receive life-saving organ transplants. These are decisions that weigh heavily on human conscience. Can we trust a machine to make them fairly? Today, we'll dive into the chilling possibilities and ethical dilemmas that arise when artificial intelligence holds the ultimate power, the authority to decide who lives and who dies. Are we ready for a future where our fate could be determined by an algorithm? Across the globe, militaries are engaged in a high-stakes race to develop the next generation of lethal autonomous weapons. These advanced machines, ranging from nimble drones to heavily armored robots, are designed to identify, track, and eliminate targets with minimal or even no human intervention. The vision is a battlefield where artificial intelligence can process information and make split-second decisions far faster than any human soldier, potentially shifting the balance of power in future conflicts. In high-tech control rooms, operators oversee fleets of these machines, but increasingly, the goal is to remove the need for human oversight altogether. On testing grounds, swarms of drones execute complex coordinated maneuvers, practicing precision strikes and gathering real-time data. Advanced facial recognition systems scan crowds, attempting to distinguish combatants from civilians with ever-increasing accuracy. These demonstrations showcase the potential for autonomous systems to revolutionize warfare, making it faster, more efficient, and less reliant on human soldiers in harm's way. Supporters of this technology argue that by automating split-second decisions, lives can be saved, both military and civilian. Machines can react instantly to threats, neutralizing dangers before they escalate, and potentially reducing the chaos and confusion that often define the fog of war. Yet critics raise urgent concerns. They warn of the dangers posed by malfunctions, software errors, and the risk of misidentifying innocent people as threats. The prospect of a global arms race led by machines with no human conscience or accountability sparks heated ethical debates. As technology advances, the question remains, should machines be trusted with the power of life and death on the battlefield? Hospitals are piloting AI systems that assess trauma victims in real time, scanning vital signs, injury images, and medical history to prioritize care. In disaster zones, AI-driven triage apps can dispatch ambulances to the patients most likely to survive. But when an algorithm deems you low priority, you risk being left behind. Who bears responsibility if the AI's model was wrong, leading to preventable death? Programming ethics into AI is notoriously difficult. Do we teach machines utilitarian calculus, maximizing total lives saved, or deontological rules, never intentionally harming innocents? Imagine a self-driving ambulance forced to choose between swerving into a barrier and risking its patient or plowing through a crowd. The AI picks the least harm option, but who's to say that was right? These moral dilemmas, once theoretical, are now engineering challenges. During organ shortages, AI could rank transplant candidates by survival probability, social value, or quality-adjusted life years. In a pandemic surge, algorithms might allocate ventilators or ICU beds to those with the best predicted outcomes. But what if the data reflects systemic biases, denying care to vulnerable groups? An AI that decides who receives life-saving treatment wields godlike power. Once AI systems operate autonomously, oversight becomes nearly impossible. Who is accountable when an algorithm makes a fatal error? Designers? Operators? The machine itself? Legal systems struggle to keep up. In some trials, developers launder responsibility by burying decision logic in proprietary code, opaque and unchallengeable. Future courts may have to ask, can you prosecute a line of code? We're racing toward a world where artificial intelligence will soon make life and death decisions every single day. On the front lines of modern warfare, AI is already being used to analyze threats, control advanced military drones, and even recommend strategic actions, sometimes faster than any human could react. The stakes are higher than ever, as these systems are trusted with choices that could mean survival or destruction for entire communities. But it's not just the battlefield. In hospitals around the world, AI is transforming how doctors diagnose illnesses, monitor patients, and even suggest treatments. The technology promises incredible efficiency, helping medical teams save precious time and potentially countless lives. Yet, as machines take on more responsibility, we must ask, what happens when a computer decides who gets care and who must wait? AI offers objectivity and speed, but it lacks the human heart, the empathy and understanding that define our best decisions. As these systems become more powerful and more deeply woven into our lives, we must demand transparency in how they work, strong ethical guardrails to prevent harm, and unwavering accountability from those who build and deploy them. If this vision of a future where algorithms decide matters of life and death unsettles you, you're not alone. Join the conversation, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay informed as we explore these urgent questions together. We want to hear your thoughts. Would you trust a machine to make a decision about your health, your safety, or your future? Share your perspective in the comments below. Your voice matters in shaping how we move forward. In the end, the future is being written right now. Will we choose to put humanity at the center of our most critical decisions, or will we surrender that power to algorithms? The choice is ours. Let's make it together.